Good afternoon, YouTubers. This is Darren from DPC Reactions. Normally, I do reactions to music videos, but after watching The Mandalorian, I just can't get my mind off that incredible ending. Like, I gotta admit, I wasn't a big. I never really watched the Clone Wars or the Rebels up until recently. Like, I didn't watch it back when it came out. I never really viewed it as canon because it was a cartoon. I only use live action. Although my view on that has changed since then. Uh, as I went, when the Mandalorian got to that point where Bo-Katan showed up, I went back and watched the the remainder of the last season or so of the Clone Wars and all the Rebels. And I gotta say, I really, really, really enjoyed Rebels. Uh, I enjoyed it so much that I would love to see Sabine and Ezra Bridger appear in live action on The Mandalorian. But what I got that last episode, it was it was the episode that really turned it around for me was seeing Boba Fett return like that. That was incredible. Watching Boba Fett come back because I'm of an age. I'm almost 50. I'm one of the ones that grew up wondering what the heck was going on with Boba Fett. Like he was made out to be this amazing tough guy, and yet he got thrown into the Sarlacc pit like it was nothing. We always felt that there was a redemption needed, and the Mandalorian gave it to him. But when it came to this final episode has so many twists and turns. Once they get on the ship, like going in, you were expecting Bo-Katan to fight Moff Gideon, and that didn't happen. It turns out the Mandalorian got the dark saber, and then it sort of started setting up a plot of you were expecting the Mandalorian and Bo-Katan to fight for the saber, and then all those dark troopers came back, and it looked pretty bad. And then all of a sudden, that X-wing showed up, and when I first saw it, I thought, "Oh no, who is this?" Because we've seen X-wings throughout the Mandalorian quite a few times, and we watched it land. And in the back of my mind, I said, this could be Luke, but I thought, no, they wouldn't do that. They would not do that. And then we saw the hooded figure get out and start slicing. And the thing that drove home for me that this was Luke was that gloved hand. I didn't really think about the color of the lightsaber, but it was that gloved hand that did it for me. Watching him cut through those dark troopers brought tears to my eyes. I thought I was alone in this, but if you look through YouTube, everybody who's a fan of Star Wars was bawling their eyes out. So I'm not alone. And then when he took his hood off and you saw him for the first time in years since The Empire Strikes Back. Well, unless you count the Force Awakens. I'm not sure how they're going to do that, lead up to that with this series. But man, oh man, that was a gift. Like, Jon Favreau knows what he's doing. Like, we saw how he did things in the Avengers, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The guy knows his craft. And then he comes to Star Wars. You couldn't have picked a better person to come to Star Wars. Man, oh man, he saved it. Like after the Rise of Skywalker, it was looking pretty bad for Star Wars. But the Mandalorian came along and changed all that. I could not believe it. Like, Jon Favreau, keep doing what you're doing, because man, this series is amazing. And this book of Boba Fett that was shown after it, a trailer for that. Ooh, that looks good too. But man, oh man, I'm yakking on here. But this is I want to do a reaction shot for a singer I like, but no, I just had to get this out of my way because I can't think of anything else but that final episode of the Mandalorian, and we have to wait a year to see more. Wow, that guy knows how to. Jon Favreau knows how to pull the strings. Like he included everything in that series. That it's come to a point where we've, and I never thought we'd ever see this day where the prequels are more accepted as canon than everything from The Force Awakens onward. But the thing is, with The Force Awakens and everything after, Force Awakens wasn't too bad, really. It's everything that came after that. Had JJ done all three, they would have been coherent, I think. But he had to clean up after Rian Johnston, or Brian Johnston, whatever the heck his name is. But can you imagine what those three movies would have been like had Jon Favreau been involved? Oh, that would have been amazing. But this is what we got. I hope to see more fantastic stuff by Jon Favreau because this guy knows what fans want, and he is doing an amazing job. So I'm not sure what else to say about this episode other than people everywhere were crying joyfully over it. I was crying joyfully over it. When I saw that X-Wing come in, I thought, no. Especially with the character making a comment about a single X-Wing coming in and playing it down. Man, oh man, like all the pieces are falling into place. And maybe we're going in the direction of Admiral Thrawn and Sabine Wren and Ezra Bridger. And maybe, just maybe, I hope we get to see Batu again, that big creature that foretold to Thrawn that he was going to be defeated by arms folding over him. I'd love to see that character again because I thought he was awesome. But was he the wolves on Lothal? Because the wolves were acting kind of funny there. I had no idea what that was about. I thought Bantu may have left the other planet and gone to Lothal and watched over Ezra a bit. Or maybe that was something different. And that episode where Ezra pulled Ahsoka out of the Darth Vader fight, that was amazing too. But anyway, here I am. I've already been talking 8 minutes on the rescue in the Mandalorian, and oh man, they know how to take Baby Yoda, Grogu, and pull your heartstrings. That was so sad. And we're seeing the Mandalorian character change. He was firm in his no take his hat off belief, and now he's coming around to more like what Bo-Katan thinks. But yeah, that blew my mind, and I can't think of anything else. Thank you, Jon Favreau. Thank you, Disney, for resurrecting Star Wars. Now, if we can just do something to resurrect Star Trek, I'd be happy because that franchise is sort of sinking too. And for that, we need an XR. We need the fan films. We need that prelude to an XR. But that's another story. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my review of The Mandalorian or The Rescue. And you guys have a great day. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. And see you next time. Bye.